welcome everyone to the Sacramento Public Library Authority Board. Today's date is January 28, 2021. And I am delighted to call this meeting to order and ask our clerk if she would please call the roll.
Angelique Ashby, Bobby Singh Allen,
Here.
Don Natoli,
Here.
Eric Guerra,
Here.
Garrett Gatewood,
Here.
Kevin Spees,
Present.
Mai Vang,
Here.
Patrick Kennedy, Bill Cerna,
Here.
Rich Desmond,
Here.
Rick Jennings,
I am here.
Sean Loloe,
Here.
Sean Farmer, Sue Frost,
Here.
Tim Schaefer,
Here.
and we have a quorum, and I shall read the statement.
Thank you.
This meeting of the Sacramento Public Library Authority Board is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T Uverse cable systems. The meeting is closed captioned and webcast at www.sacmetrocabletv.tv. Today's meeting will be repeated Saturday, January 30 at 4 p.m. and Tuesday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. on Channel 14. The meeting will also be recorded via Zoom. A DVD copy will be available no later than 2 weeks following today's meeting. The full agenda, including reports, is available on the library website at www.saclibrary.org. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should raise their hand in the Zoom program. Please speak clearly when addressing the board and state your name for the record. Comments are limited to 3 minutes so that everyone may be heard. Please also note that participation in this teleconference via telephone rather than through the Zoom app may result in your telephone number being visible to the public during the live broadcast and later telecasts of this meeting.
Thank you, Heather. And at this time, I'm going to invite everyone wherever possible to rise as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you, everyone. And I think before we start our meeting today, I think most of us have been through this about 5 or 6 times. I'm not sure how many more times we'll go through this, but we do have some new board members, and I somehow feel that this is helping me get to know you before I've even met some of you in person. But I wanted to just take a moment to acknowledge, introduce our new members. And so I'm going to start with Rich Desmond, who is one of my colleagues at the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors who represents District 3. Welcome, Rich. And Sean Loloe from Sacramento City Council. And
very nice meeting you all.
Hi, Sean. Good to meet you. And Mai Vang from Sacramento City Council. Looks like Mai is still at her office this afternoon. Mayor Bobby Singh Allen from Elk Grove. Hi, Bobby. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
And Councilmember Kevin Spees from Elk Grove. And
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Tim Schaefer, City of Citrus Heights.
Pleasure to meet everyone. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. I think you'll come to realize the importance of the library authority. It's a it's a large network of libraries, but the libraries are such an important part of every community. It seems like we learned more than ever during the COVID lockdowns that how much people rely on the libraries, especially some of our underserved communities that don't have internet and so forth. So their work is, this work is very important. And so we're excited to have you here with us. And at this time, we'll move to item number 2, public comment on matters not on the agenda. And I don't know, Heather, if we have anyone signed up to speak.
I don't see any raised hands.
And I do not see any raised hands either. And so we'll move to the next item, please.
Item number 3, Friends of the Sacramento Public Library, Karen Wilson.
Do we have Karen? Is
Karen, you're muted.
No, got it. There we are.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Oh, hi. Hello, Chair Frost. Well, thank you. 2021 is already proving to be an interesting and challenging year in so many ways. So I wanted to thank you again for your leadership through rocky 2020, and welcome to the new board members who are stepping up to the work and the rewards of keeping our libraries the vital community assets that they are. Incoming Chair Guerra, the Friends of the Sacramento Public Library look forward to participating with you on behalf of our libraries. And I just accepted the honor of another year as president of the Friends of the Library. So I will be with you through this year. Thank you so much for the work you do.
Thank you, Karen. And I just want to let all of the new board members know the Friends of the Library are sort of a separate nonprofit, and they raise hundreds of thousands of dollars every year that comes into the library system. Their work is so important, not just the money they raise, but the activities that they carry forward on behalf of the Library Authority. And so they're important to our work, and I apologize for this. So anyway, Karen, thank you so much for being here. And I encourage all of you that are new on this board, when I first came to the Library Authority, I met with the Friends of the Library, and they kind of gave me a better idea of their work. And so I encourage you to reach out and or Karen to reach out to the board members so that they can learn more about what you folks are doing and hopefully support you as well.
We love that.
And so at this time, I'll move on to the next item, please.
Item 4, Executive Team Report.
So Rivka, are you planning to give a verbal report? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry, I had myself muted.
Okay.
In addition to my written report, I asked Addie, Estrada, Huerta to attend the meeting. Addie is our bilingual librarian at Sacramento Public Library. And I want to make sure that the board sees this face because she has received a national award that only 9 other librarians in the United States received out of a pool of 2,000 nominations. And I think Addie deserves a virtual round of applause for her great work for Sacramento Public Library. But I wanted her to have the chance to say something and an acknowledgement and make sure that you can acknowledge her because she's pretty darned awesome.
Thank you, Rivka, for that introduction. It was a great honor, and I'm so happy to represent Sacramento for all the great things that we do. We have a lot of things planned, especially for the Spanish-speaking community. We're hoping to expand our bilingual story time just in time for Dia de los Niños, and we still plan to do a lot of more stuff virtually and hopefully once we get our doors open. Thank you.
And I just want to say, Addie, that I read that article on the website, and it was, I was really impressed with what you did. I mean, not only were you reaching out to the Spanish community, but you were making it possible for people like me who don't know another language to actually work with you to do storytelling, not only to the Spanish speaking community, but to the Russian community. Wow. That is, and to make it possible, so that made it possible throughout the library system. So you're a superstar, and we really appreciate that you were able to, find ways to make our library system better. So thank you so much for all your hard work.
Thank you. I also wanted to mention that last night, the Elk Grove City Council approved the purchase of the Rite Aid building on Elk Grove Boulevard, which will allow us to move from the existing space that is very awkward for a library, but a great building, so someone should buy it. And we are so excited about the possibilities that exist in that space, especially the fact that there's more than twice the amount of parking, which is so important. Elk Grove is a very busy library in spite of its limitations and challenges. So that was really good news. And as you all probably heard, we served as a warming center on Sunday night, and again last night, and again tonight. And we are working closely with the city to make sure that some of our unsheltered folks can stay warm at night, get a hot drink, get a snack, all provided by the County of Sacramento. This is the best way to partner. I always considered that the library is kind of Switzerland, because we serve all of you, and you all make us possible. But it really is important. And I got a text from Mayor Pro Tem Ashby just a little while ago saying, remind me to tell you about 2 people who came in last night because you talked to them. I was walking my dogs yesterday. It was starting to rain. It was 4:30. And I told them, hang tight and get over there at 8:00. And I think they spent the night. So we're grateful to be able to do this, but it wouldn't be possible without the incredibly hard work of Karen Leland, our safety and security manager, Jared Keller, deputy director, David Hillier, facilities manager, and so many other people, Paula Stevens-Pike, who makes sure that the area gets cleaned, and the entire management team who supports this, because it's so important right now. And it was brutal the other night, and we're very happy to perform this function, and with the limitations that we currently have, with some damage that was done due to a flood to the Galleria. And we also have children's books available in case kids come in. And we've already heard that a family of 5 were given hotel vouchers. This morning, a veteran was picked up to be given temporary shelter. So it's small because there are so many people, but we are very proud to be part of this. So thank you. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Do you have volunteers in that warming center? Are you using tapping into the heart, or are we using staff, or?
It's a combination of city staff, resources from the county. I know the snacks and the water and those kinds of things come from County Office of Emergency Services. And then there are some volunteers.
That's great.
And we would like to be able to continue this, especially in this very wet, very unpleasant weather.
And you even let them pick out a movie to watch if they wanted.
We have movies, we have books. We have books for them to keep. I think the bookshelf is still up. We try to restock it with books that people can take with them. And again, it's, it's not library service as we know it, but it's community service as it needs to be right now.
Rivka, this is Don Natoli. How many folks did you serve last night? Do you have a?
48.
48.
There were 48, and it was a variety of needs. And, some people are more challenged than others, but
Right.
again, it's, it's tough, right? It's tough out there right now. So we were happy to do it.
Thanks.
Any other questions and are you done with your presentation, Rivka?
I am. Thank you so much.
And I wanted to also thank you for the update on Orangevale Library. I'm excited that it looks like possibly by June, we'll be having that opening and crossing our fingers. So very excited. Appreciate that.
And Director Frost, Chair Frost, I've been invited just today by the Orangevale Rotary to come and give an update. So we're working on a date. I'm pleased to do
I'm
that.
a member of the Orangevale Rotary, so I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
7 a.m. on Friday.
Oh, boy.
That's the reason I joined. That was a good time when I could go to the meetings.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Yeah,
Director.
just one question and one comment. My question is associated with Member Natoli's question. We served 48 last night. What is the capacity, the maximum capacity?
I don't know if Karen Leland is on. Jared might be able to answer, or David. It's not much more than that.
No, 50 is a sweet spot. We can maybe put up to 51, 52, but we run into social distancing issues. And so we pretty much hit close to capacity last night.
That's perfect. And then I'll add my comment to that. I just, I can't tell you how impressed I am that the library is a partner in working with us to serve these families and to be able to have the kinds of needs that help them to get through this traumatic experience that they may be experiencing, to have books there, to have movies, to have food there, to have a warm place to be able to go into out of this cold. And so I know I was in the cold myself without a jacket, and I ran in like you just wouldn't believe to try to find anything that would keep me warm. Many people don't have that opportunity. So to have our library available to them as a warming center and a place that they can seek refuge, I think this is a great partnership, and I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Agreed. Any other comments or questions from board members? If not, we'll move on to the next item, please.
Item 5, information.
So there are several information items in here. Does anyone have any questions relating to information? We generally don't visit each item. We ask if anyone wants to pull an information item for questions.
Chair Frost,
Yes.
I would like Lisa Martinez, our new communications manager, to just speak very briefly, and just so you can see her. Lisa joined us on March 16th, and she hit the ground, not just running. This woman could win any marathon that is anywhere in the country with how fast she adapted to Sacramento Public Library. And she just completed our annual report for the last year, which, as you know, was something. So Lisa, would you just say hello and provide a highlight?
Hi, everyone. Well, we have a wonderful team here at the library, and it's a pleasure to be here. What you'll find in your packet is an overview, our annual report from last fiscal year, which was fiscal year 1920, that ended in June. You all know it was a very unusual year, but the report that we were able to put together for you really highlights all of the things that we have done over the past year to remain focused on the community needs and fostering connections. This goes from the beginning of the year, which covered things like engaging community conversations to understand some of the region's most pressing issues, investing in spaces like renovating the Sylvan Oaks Library and expanding our mobile services fleet. And then you'll also see a lot of information about the last 3 months of the fiscal year, which covered the library's response to the global pandemic. And through that, I think you all are familiar that the library was able to demonstrate our ability to be nimble, to meet the community's needs in person and really online as we shifted to that. We saw our digital circulation surge in the spring as we were all sheltering in place. And I think it's really important to note how much staff pivoted. I think that's what we did all year round, right? Our staff launched 21 new virtual programs and services, countless numbers of online virtual programs just to meet the needs when we could not be in person at the libraries. And you'll also note that we did ramp up a lot of our efforts to provide resources for educators and families and caregivers as we're all adapting to distance learning. So it was an extraordinary year, but we have an extraordinary team at the library, and we continue to face those challenges that are head on. One other piece too to note is it wasn't all business as usual. We did receive quite a bit of industry recognition. The library was the first library to earn the inaugural Klein Prize in October 2019, which seems like ages ago, but wasn't too far away. And Rivka also received the Charlie Robinson Award from the Public Library Association in June of last year. So there's a lot of things to celebrate from the past year and a lot of great foundation to build on. So you'll see the full report and you could read all the numbers in that packet for you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Lisa. If you would indulge me, I want to mention two other things in the information category. Item 5.5 relates to our plans to reopen libraries for in-person browsing. We want to do it safely, so we are constantly looking at what the occupancy numbers are. I want to thank Jared Keller, Karen Leland, and David Hillier, especially for working on these numbers and keeping us safe. Jared, do you want to add anything?
I just want to say that, I really want to call out Karen Leland for just the incredible efforts that she's done in helping keeping us safe. And, our numbers are numbers that allow us to safely social distance within our branches, as well as being able to provide service. As we move through the statewide tiers and the occupancy levels change, we will update the board accordingly. But we are happy with these numbers and feel that they provide a very safe and secure environment for not only our patrons, but staff alike.
Thank you. And then finally, item 5.6, as you will be having a chair and vice chair election later in the process, I wanted to make sure that the board understood our budget audit committee process. So if you'd review that document, no action today, just information, and we'll be bringing, the chair will have the chance to appoint the committee within the next month or so. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Rivka. And I wonder if any of the board members have any questions regarding items on information.
Madam Chair, I just wanted to say thank you to all the staff, for the work in there, particularly on a very difficult year budget-wise, and the ability for us to keep a very stable footing this year. So, to Johnny, Jennifer, Jared, and Addie, and I guess we can go on the names here, but it's been what a great effort, and particularly on the budget side, I do want to thank the staff for just a difficult challenge it has been this last year.
Thank you, Director Gira. And I also want to say, on top of COVID, we had many meetings regarding the settlement with the foundation, and they went very well, and we feel very positive with the outcome. And if anyone has questions about that, they can reach out to our library counsel, Jennifer Gore. But all around, it was quite a year, and we found out how extraordinary the Library Authority really is this year. So thank you all for all of your hard work. It's much appreciated. Okay, we'll move on to the next item, please.
Item 6, consent.
Okay, at this time, I don't know if any of our board members have questions or items they would like to pull from consent. And if not, a motion is in order.
Jennings will move the consent calendar.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Director Jennings, and a second by Director Gatewood.
Yes.
And a roll call vote, please.
Bobby Singh Allen,
Aye.
Don Natoli,
Aye.
Eric Guerra, Garrett Gatewood,
Aye.
Kevin Spees,
Aye.
Mai Vang,
Yes.
Patrick Kennedy,
Aye.
Bill Cerna,
Aye.
Rich Desmond,
Aye.
Rick Jennings,
Aye.
Sean Loloe,
Aye.
Sue Frost,
Aye.
Tim Schaefer,
Aye.
and again, Eric Guerra.
Eric lost connection. This is Madeline from his office. He said he's going
Okay.
to try to join right now, but his internet's been in and out with all the weather craziness.
Without Eric Guerra's vote, we're unanimous with the members present.
Thank you. And so our next item is closed session. I'm going to ask Heather to read it into the record, and we will be exiting to another room for our closed session.
Item 7, closed session, performance evaluation, Government Code Section 54957, title Library Director.
Thank you, Heather. And I believe that this time Jared is going to work his magic. Next item.
Next item 8, action.
Okay, well, we have two items. Item 8.1, resolution authorizing the hiring of a retired annuitant. Are we doing both of these together, Rivka, or separate? I think we're doing them separate. So
Yes.
Should I read them both?
Sorry, read them into the record.
Okay.
Yeah, they're separate items.
Item 8.1, resolution authorizing hire of a retired annuitant. Item 8.2, election of board chair and vice chair 2021.
Okay, we'll start
Madam
with
Chair, I'll
Heather.
move item 1.
Thank you. Was that Director Guerra?
Yes.
Thank you. And do we have a second?
Second, Natoli.
Second by Director Natoli. Do you have any comments or questions or discussion? A roll call vote, please.
Bobby Singh Allen,
Aye.
Don Natoli,
Aye.
Eric Guerra,
Aye.
Garrett Gatewood,
Aye.
Kevin Spees,
Aye.
Mai Vang,
Yes.
Patrick Kennedy,
Aye.
Bill Cerna,
Aye.
Rich Desmond,
Aye.
Rick Jennings,
Aye.
Sean Loloe,
Aye.
Sue Frost,
Aye.
Tim Schaefer,
Aye.
and it's unanimous with members present.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 8.2, election of board chair and vice chair 2021.
Okay, on this item, I know that staff have provided sort of a rundown of those who have served in the past. I am excited to hand over the gavel to Director Guerra, who's been an amazing vice chair, and I've appreciated all of his hard work on the library board this last year. So I would like to nominate Eric Guerra for chair for 2021. And then I will open up the floor for nominations for vice chair.
Madam Chair, I'd like to, looking at the rotation, it seems Rancho Cordova is up in the rotation, so I'd like to nominate Garrett Gatewood from the city of Rancho Cordova
That's great.
for vice chair as
Thank
part of
you.
the full motion.
Thank you, Director Peter. I think Garrett was next in line. He has the history on the board, and so that's a great, and I'll second that. So can we just include it as one, maybe a nomination, and then Director Peter, you second it?
Yeah, I'll second that as one nomination, chair and vice chair.
Okay, great. And then roll call vote, please, Heather.
Bobby Singh Allen,
Aye.
Don Natoli,
Aye.
Eric Guerra,
Aye.
Garrett Gatewood,
Aye.
Kevin Spees,
Aye.
Mai Bang,
Yes.
Patrick Kennedy,
Aye.
Phil Cerna,
Aye.
Rich Desmond,
Aye.
Rick Jennings,
Yes.
Sean Loloy,
Aye.
Sue Frost,
Aye.
Tim Schaefer.
Aye.
And it's unanimous with all members present.
Thank you very much. And for our next item, reports, ideas, and questions from the board. I wonder if any of our board members have any thoughts or ideas or anything to share. I see Eric Guerra's hand is up.
Oh, that was from before, but I'll just take this as another opportunity to thank all the library staff on working on the warming centers and looking at the options. I know some of the facilities have less space than others, and so we appreciate everyone's involvement in that effort. And then I didn't get a chance to actually thank Addie for the Spanish bilingual section. We got a chance to take advantage of that right before COVID hit, and are really bummed that we haven't been able to use it. But the number of languages in the bilingual section that has increased, particularly for us to have a lot of Vietnamese and Bien and Hmong and Stockton Boulevard, really appreciate that. So I'll just say that to say thank you for all that hard work.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank for the nomination. I'm really honored to be able to help with the library board, and I'm really excited about all the digital stuff that Rivka and I can do, and everything I'm going to do to make sure Rivka stays here for the next 10 years.
Very nice. And I know Director Mai Bang had a hand up, I believe.
Yeah, I also just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all the volunteers and SAG Public Library for all your great work to make sure that the warming center is functioning for our unhoused neighbors. So just want to give a shout out for that. I'm also really excited that I was appointed to this board as well. I've had the opportunity to work with Rivka when I worked for Councilmember Larry Carr and also as an organizer. I remember when we did a program to get our young folks in our district in South Sacramento to read books. And if they read a certain amount, they got a free ticket to the swimming pool. And so I'm really excited to be on this board to really continue the great work. And the digital equity piece is also incredibly important to me. So just ready to hit the ground running. And Rivka, I didn't know that you were, transitioning out. I'm a little sad, but I got a few more months in to work with you as a councilwoman. So I'm super excited and just wanted to say I'm just really happy to be here and excited to get to work. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Sue, may I just say something, Chair Frost? If no one else, sorry. It's been a pleasure to work with you as chair of the authority board, and I thank you so much. It's been an incredibly challenging year, and you've done it with style and grace and in that learning mode that I think you are known for. You really helped us over the last few years. I know the finance staff, Johnny and Kurt and I are grateful for all the questions you asked prior to becoming chair, but you've been absolutely a delight. And you took to Zoom like you'd been doing it forever. So thank you. We all appreciate it.
I don't think I ever took to anything like I was doing it forever, but I really, I want to say that Rivka, Kathy, Jared, Johnny, Jennifer, all the executive team at the Library Authority, you're amazing. And you've been through so much this year between closings and openings, and the library staff had the courage to go home and then the courage to come back. I know that was a very stressful. It was stressful. It's stressful to close and open and not be sure what's coming at you with COVID, because it's a people business. It's a very personal. It's a very personal, close relationship that you have with your customers. And when they needed you so much, you made opportunities for them to drive up. You still found ways to bring technology into the picture and to help people who needed those resources desperately for their learning and for their homeschooling. So it's been an honor and a privilege to work with all of you. I've learned a lot in my time. And for those of you that are new on the Library Authority, the budget is kind of different with the Library Authority, because even though we're a JPA, Sac City operates a little differently than the county and the other cities, and the way the money flows. And so getting to understand that can take a little bit, but it's a great partnership. And I think we all work together to try to make sure that the system as a whole is doing well. And that's the whole idea of what we do as a board. And I don't think we'll be able, I can't thank you enough for your leadership, Rivka, through all this year, and for all of your help in supporting me as the board chair. And I also want to thank Eric, and I know he'll be a good chair. Seen him in that capacity and other boards, and so I know he'll be great, and I'm looking forward to getting behind him and continuing our work with the Library Authority. And are there any other directors who have anything that they want to share or say?
I'll just say a few words. Great to be part of this. It's full circle for me. I started off working with the late Mayor Joe Serna Jr. and working collaboratively with libraries, and then went on to serve as the school board trustee for over 8 years, and just recently being elected mayor of Elk Grove. So I like that I'm still connected back to the education world, which is always near and dear to my heart. So pleasure to serve with all of you.
I just want to say, I know my dad is very, very proud of Mayor Singh Allen.
Thank you, Phil. Don't make me cry again.
And I also want to send a great big thank you out again to the Friends of the Library, who, without them, it wouldn't be as good. They bring a lot. So we really appreciate you, Karen, all your hard work, and all the people you're working with. So with that, I would, before we adjourn, I would like to adjourn in memory of someone who is very special, Dolores News, a longtime member of the Friends of the Robbie Waters Pocket Greenhaven Library. She volunteered with the Friends for more than 10 years and ran the Volunteer Friends bookstore. She particularly loved talking with the young children and their parents who came through the library doors. And so in her memory, I would like to adjourn this meeting in her honor, and may she rest in eternal peace. Thank you, everyone, and this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.